Okay, Rabbi said we're here in the cemetery in Marrakesh. This is one of the most historic cemeteries, not only in Morocco, but in the entire world. And it's also one of the most beautiful cemeteries in Morocco. One thing we have to notice that the cemeteries of Morocco are better preserved than any Jewish cemeteries in the entire world, and that's certainly worthy of our attention and study. Why is it? Why was Moroccan Jewry zoichet to have cemeteries preserved to this extent? Over here in this glass, in this glass over here, we have the book Matzeves Marrakesh. Matzeves Marrakesh is the story of how Rabbi Yosef Hillel, Yosef collaborated with him, was able to restore and refurbish the cemetery. When he came here, it was in complete disarray. And he brings some very important points regarding the merit, the zechus of Moroccan Jewry, that they were zoichet to have such preserved cemeteries. Number one, and primarily, the reason is it's a reward for Moroccan Jewry for the preservation with which they always maintained their cemeteries throughout the years. They had special rules regarding the cemeteries. Number one, the tzaddikim were always buried in a separate section. They did not bury, so to speak, the average Jew, if we could say such a thing, together with the tzaddikim. Number two, in all of Morocco, not just Marrakesh, in all of Morocco, men and women are buried separately. Yosef, in the entire country, men and women are buried separately. This is the psak of Rabbi Yehuda ben Attar, Shal Sechuz ben Attar, Siman Kuf Nun Gimel. Number three, they did not allow animals, not only in the cemetery, but even in the external vicinity of the area, lest the animal wander in and soil the cemetery. Therefore, they said there are no stores allowed on the street around the cemetery, because if there are stores, people are going to buy food. If there's food, there are going to be wrappers in the cemetery. So those were some of the takanos in Morocco. Another thing is, we mentioned they buried men and women separately. They also did not allow men and women to walk together in the cemetery. That's the rule in Morocco. You don't walk this is not an occasion to spend time with your husband or anybody else. Men and women separate in the cemetery. They had other takanos. They were masakin. There's no eating in the cemetery. Let me see. They made a takana. They had guards. They kept it absolutely clean. And whenever there was a yard site of any of the chachamim, they brought the talmidim to say Tehillim and to learn the Torah of that chacham in the cemetery. Because of all of these practices, Rabbi Yosef Hillel, I was just given the keys of the city of the cemetery. Okay. Thank you. That gentleman has been guarding this, in his family, they've been guarding the cemetery for 3 generations. But says Rabbi Yosef Hillel that Moroccan Jewry was rewarded because of the preservation they had for their cemeteries. They were zoichem more than anywhere else in the world that their cemeteries have been preserved. Well, by the way, that's a lesson in life in general. You know, people want to know, how do I make sure my shul remains for many years? How do I make sure my family remains? Well, the shmira that you put into it, the efforts you put into anything in Ruchnias will pay dividends for you and for your family. Whatever you put into Ruchnias, you'll be rewarded measure for measure, and it will be sustained and it will be preserved. So we're going to go first to the great Rabbi Avram Azulai. I want to finish something up here, okay? Okay. Go. New clip, go.